Hi guys, it's me, Tiffany. I am back on YouTube. I was gone for a little bit and now I'm just here to give you why I was gone and give you some tips on how to work during your first trimester. So that's kind of like the biggest news of my little update here. If you're new to my channel, thank you for coming and visiting. I'm Dr. Tiffany Shelton-Mariel. I post videos on how to create peace, mind, brain, and spirit. And if you're coming back to my channel, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate the support. So just to give a quick update before I go into my tips about working while you're pregnant, life update, why I've been gone for so long from YouTube. I got pregnant, in February, and then I also moved, which was really tough and stressful to do while you're pregnant in your first trimester and nauseous and all that stuff. And it was a big move. We moved from a four-bedroom house to a one-bedroom apartment. So we had to do a lot of pre-work before we moved, a lot of cleaning, a lot of getting rid of stuff, and a lot of selling stuff. I also passed my dissertation final defense, which was an amazing experience to do while I was pregnant. And then after that I graduated. So again, like I said in the beginning, now I'm officially Dr. Tiffany Shelton-Mariel, PhD in clinical psychology. So I'm so happy about that. So that's where I've been. But I did have to work while I was in my first trimester, not only running my business, Conscious Life Shop, but I also work as a therapist, finishing my last year for my obligations for my PhD in San Diego during the week. So I'm in San Diego during the week and then I travel back to LA on the weekends. Whew, girl has been busy. So working a full-time job while having a side hustle while doing everything else I just mentioned has been tough, and I have to prioritize, which I'll talk about now, which is why I've been away. But I'm back. I'm in my second trimester now. I'm 18 weeks today. This is a Sunday, so by the time you see it, I think I'm gonna post this on Tuesday. I'll be like in the middle of my 18th week. So I'm past the first trimester and so excited to be in my second trimester. So my first tip about working while pregnant is managing your nausea and vomiting. I had both. I didn't have a lot of vomiting, but I definitely had a lot of nausea. And I had, I think, more vomiting than a lot of people that I've talked to that have been pregnant. So one of the things that really helped me get through at work were these little Prego Pops. I got them on Amazon. They're these little candies that you can get. They taste tart and kind of sweet, so they just taste like candy, and they were so helpful. I tried ginger tea, I tried peppermint, I tried a lot of other stuff that just didn't really work for me in the nausea, but as long as I would have those everywhere. My husband was like, these pops are everywhere, because I was so afraid not to have them because the nausea would get so bad. So I would always have one of those Prego Pops with me. That really helped. And then also I always tried to avoid being hungry, because what I realized is when I let myself get hungry or too hungry, I would get really nauseous. So keep snacks around you, anything you really want to eat, like you're going to be starting to have aversions and things like that. So whatever you can keep down, my doctor said, you know, just kind of go for it, and then in the second trimester you can get back to your healthy routine. So just try to eat as much as possible, avoid being hungry. One of the other things that helped me in the middle of the night was eating crackers, because I would wake up feeling hungry. So that's kind of what helped me get through the nausea during the work day and kind of helped me to keep pushing along through all my obligations. The other thing that I had to battle during my first trimester was fatigue. So much fatigue. And they say it gets better your second trimester, but I'm still pretty tired, but nothing like in the first trimester. I'm just kind of like back to my old self, but still kind of really tired, but not as like sleepy as I was during the first trimester. So that's really hard to deal with while you're at work. So my suggestion, which worked for me, it may not work for everybody, is to tell a boss that you trust, at least one authority figure, so people don't just think you're slacking and falling asleep at your desk. They understand that you're going through something and they can kind of advocate for you, even by not telling your business. And I know it's a delicate time. Being in the first trimester, you want to really be careful with who you tell, make sure it's people that you trust and that if something happened, you could have a conversation with. But telling my boss has really helped me, especially when I was really tired or needed to take off. That's another tip. If you need to take off, take care of yourself. Use a sick day. Be gentle with yourself when it comes to that. Also take naps at lunch. I would take naps at lunch. I would go to my car. I would eat while I was still working, and then I would use my lunch hour to take a nap, either in my car or one of the empty rooms at work. So that was really helpful too. And then I over-rested. That's like something that really helped me. As soon as I would get home, I just didn't have the energy to do things, and I was like, I'm growing a child, and starting anything at the beginning takes the most energy, especially starting to grow a baby. So I just let myself rest, and I prioritized the fact that I am growing a child inside of me. So I would come home, rest, get in the bed, and just let myself have this time. And it's it's not a lot of time in your life where you're going to be pregnant. So I think prioritizing that is also really important, even if you are hustling, and then you can kind of make up for it later. Those obligations will be there, but just take care of yourself and get that rest. Again, to deal with the fatigue, reduce any of your projects, prioritize, make sure you start taking a prenatal vitamin right away. As soon as you start finding out, as soon as you find out you're pregnant, start taking a prenatal vitamin. That's going to help you with the energy. And if you can stomach any foods that are good for energy, try to eat foods that are going to help you sustain your energy throughout the day. Another thing you're going to have to deal with, and this is TMI, which if you're pregnant, everything is TMI. So let's just get used to it, is gas. It's like a crazy amount because your digestive system slows down, so it causes bloating and lots of gas, and it's just like nothing you've ever experienced. And my suggestion about that at work is just don't hold it in. I mean, don't blow up your office, but go to the bathroom when you need to go to the bathroom. Try to release when you are in the bathroom, and don't like torture yourself by trying to hold it in. Like, go outside, go in the hallway, do what you have to do. Like, you really have to focus on taking care of yourself right now, and that's one of the things that happen. Your digestive system is going to slow down. And finally, my last tip is just to lower your expectations during the first trimester as far as work is concerned. You're going to focus on your priorities, and then the rest you have to kind of be okay with things are going to slow down. That's part of being a mom, and the sacrifice is starting now. So be compassionate with yourself. Try not to beat yourself up. If you're a hustler like me, at first it was really hard because I am so used to getting so much done, and to slow down was really hard for me and started to wear my self-esteem. So I really had to start using self-compassion in my meditation practice and just in my everyday life to sort of know that I'm doing something great for my child, and just being a mom is part of being a mom is sacrificing. So I hope these help you get through your first trimester pregnant while working, and I'm glad to be back on YouTube and look forward to me posting videos about how to maintain your peace, mind, brain, and spirit. If you have any questions, please comment below. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be back posting every Tuesday with my tips. So I hope to see you guys soon.